Hey, Shalom Makim. All right. Want to say, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
All right. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. All right. We, want to start out by saying double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who grew well. Also want to say honors. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. To the elect. Salaki. Want to say peace and safety to the elect that's laboring around the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to get this word out. Okay. And, we're going to basically go into this lesson here. It's going to be entitled Spiritual Maintenance is Important. Okay. And, with us brothers here laboring and being in this truth, we got to understand that, we have to basically take care of our spirit or maintain our spirit. This is not just a thing of going to the highways and byways and cussing out the so-called white man and cussing out the black woman and saying that America's going to be destroyed, and then that's it. Okay? That's not what this thing is about. Hey, Shalom out on the comment board. Okay? This is not what this thing is about, man. Okay? This truth, this walk is about what you do in your spare time, man. What you doing behind the scenes, man. What you doing when a brother ain't around you, man. Okay? And this thing, your spirit, in order to grow in the spirit, you have to pray, you have to fast, okay? You have to read, all right? You have to labor, you have to build with the brotherhood, all right? You got to constantly be involved, man, okay? And that's the same thing as, if you work out, let's say you work out at a gym, okay? You have to, in order to see gains or to see any profit, okay, you have to go in and you have to work on your arms, biceps, triceps. You got to work on your back. You got to work on your legs. Okay. You got to work on everything, man. Your abs. Okay. Your chest. You got to work out every part of your body in order to see actual gain.
Or else you'll be unbalanced. You can't work. It's like guys you see who just work on the top part of their body and with skinny legs. You'll be unbalanced.
You'll be unbalanced. That's a good point. You'll be unbalanced. So, and then, you want to put that work in, man. Okay. You want to make sure that you maintenance, man. Okay. And we have to perform maintenance on our own spirit, personally and individually, man. This is not just a thing of just appearing on the camera and being able to, remember scriptures and saying this and that. But then behind the scenes, you're not praying, you're not fasting, you're not reading, you're not meditating, okay? You're not studying, you're not, building with the brothers, you forsaking the assembling of brothers. This is the thing that's required in order to grow in the spirit, okay? So as a matter of fact, go ahead and start with the etymology of the word maintenance.
This is etymology of the word maintenance. And it means, it's a noun, it means bearing, a deportment, is upkeep.
Upkeep. Now that's a good point right there. Upkeep. So you got to keep your spirit up. All right. Because Satan's going to come and he's going to try to throw you off. All right. And that's just like if you lifting weights, man. And after you lift weights, when you go home and you sore, you could barely move your arms. All right. If you weak, man, you ain't going to go back and work out, man.
All right.
You're going to let that get to you. Okay. That's that pain, man. That's the same thing in the spirit. You're going to have spiritual pains, man. All right. Because what you're doing is as you reading and as you laboring and as you studying and praying, you exercising demons out of your spirit. Okay. You're getting rid of demons. So those demons try to reattach to you and they try to throw you off. Okay. So you want to make sure, all of us that's in the walk, man, we doing spiritual maintenance, man. Okay. Because if not, if you just think that you're just going to watch videos and remember scriptures and then go out on the highways and byways and be the most controversial brother in Israel, it's not going to work. You're going to burn out, man. That's just like a fire, okay? When you got a fire going, okay, in order for that fire not to burn out, you got to constantly put wood in that fire to keep that fire going, man, okay? So start at 1 Timothy. Matter of fact, read a little bit more on that etymology, and then we're going to go to 1 Timothy.
This is maintenance. I mean, bearing, deportment, upkeep, shelter, protection.
So these are the things that you do to protect your spirit. Okay? You got to protect your spirit, man. Meaning, that's why the scriptures tell you in Revelation 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth. Okay? Okay, because when you read, man, and you put these things within your spirit, it helps benefit you. It furthers your growth. You see spiritual gain when you do these things, man. Okay, so start at 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 12.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 12. It says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which
start at 12.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 12. Let no man despise thy youth.
Go ahead.
But be thou an example of the believers in word.
Right. So you got to be an example in this thing, man. This is just not a thing of, like I said, being able to talk the most shit or being able to come up with the most controversial titles. All right. Or be the most, groundbreaking Israelite, man.
Jay likes to show off, man. We're not in this thing to show off or show the next man or how much man. We in this thing to do the work.
Yeah, do the right thing. It's about doing the right thing, man. Okay, continue up.
It says, be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith.
So these are all things that you have to be an example of. Okay, here it is. You could talk the most shit, but when it comes, are you exhorting? All right. Are you exhorting the brotherhood? Are you, encouraging brothers? Are you admonishing brothers? Are you rebuking brothers? Are you, helping build brothers, in the knowledge and wisdom? Okay. Doing your videos and laboring and putting out a lot of work. Are you doing the extra things that it takes? Because these things help build your own spirit. All right. These things help groom you. Okay. In order to be strengthened, because it gets to a point where you go to another level. And if you're not built up enough, those demons gonna get you, man. They gonna come at you and they gonna overtake you because you ain't been performing that spiritual maintenance, man. You ain't been taking care. You ain't been taking care of your spirit. You've been sitting around letting your spirit rot, okay, in pieces. And those demons was able to get in there and take hold of you, man. Okay, continue, brother.
It says, in purity, till I come give attendance to reading.
Right, give attendance to reading. That's a part of maintaining your spirit, reading. You have to know these words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay, you got to read them. All right. Hey, shalom to the brothers too on the comment board. The brother Barzal and the brother Kasat Magun. Shalom, brothers. All right, continue reading, bro.
It says, till I come give attendance to reading.
Go ahead.
To exhortation.
Right. So give attendance to reading, give attendance to exhortation. All right. When you see brothers, okay, maybe motivation may be weak. They may be in a depressed state. You got to exhort brothers, man. When you see brothers is slipping, you got to get on them. You got to tell them. You got to encourage them. You got to rebuke them. That's a part of your own spiritual gain as well, because you're able to discern that this brother's going through something, man. So I need to talk to him about that. You shouldn't just see a brother slipping into the abyss and you just let it ride, man. Okay, continue up.
It says to exhortation or to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee.
Neglect not the gift that is in thee. Each and every brother that's put their hand to the plow has a specific gift that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua provided them with in order to get the job done. So don't neglect it. Okay, you got to take care of your spirit.
Because that gift that you carry, you know what I'm saying, it can help the next brother out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And that's why the scriptures tell you in the parable of the talents, it says gain cometh by trading. Okay? So you got to take that gift that's in you and you got to give it your all, man. Okay? Continue on, bro.
It says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, which with the laying on of the hands of the Presbyterian.
Right, which was given thee by prophecy of the laying on with the hands the presbytery, meaning the elders, the apostles and elders. Okay, so through the apostles and elders laboring and doing their thing, all right, that's how we were able to hear the knowledge of the truth. Like the scriptures say, faith coming through hearing, man. All right, so when we heard the words of the truth, it wasn't because Yahweh Shai walked in our front door and said, "Hey, man, you know you an Israelite." No, right. It came from hearing, man. All right, and the bulk of our hearing came through the apostles and the elders. Okay, so that gift that's been activated, okay, within us, man, you got to make sure you maintain that gift. Okay, you got to keep that. You got to make sure that you're taking care of your spirit, man. Just how you have certain jakes out here, man, that's on a diet, they on a regimen when it comes to working out, and they don't eat meats, and you know they wake up at a certain time and they go run, and then in the evening they go do legs and back. They make sure they taking care of their body, man. You know what I'm saying? They taking care of themselves, man. Okay, so we got to do the same thing in the spirit, man. All right, we got to constantly, you know, get that those pliers, spiritual pliers, and tighten certain shit up within ourselves, man. All right, hey, Shalom, Makim.
Shalom, Makim.
All right, continue reading, bro.
This is verse 15. It says, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them.
Right, meditate. Meditation is another part of spiritual maintenance, man. Meditating upon the precepts, okay? Rethinking, replaying things in your mind, replaying what happened at camp, certain conversations, what scriptures could you have brought out, all right? When you laying upon your bed, okay, you meditating, all right? You thinking about everything that's going on in the world, the prophecies, everything. This is spiritual upkeep, man, okay? This is not a thing of just being on camera and putting on a garment and then just putting yourself out there as if you just some guru, okay? That's not what this is about. All right, because eventually the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shah, gonna pull your card, man. All right. So take care of your spirit. All right, keep it up. All right, because it's gonna be low points. You're gonna go into low points too, where if you ain't got enough, if you ain't been taking care of yourself, man, it's gonna catch you away, man. All right. The brother Barzal has a precept here. I'm gonna bring it out. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. It says, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein." Okay, so meditation is another form of spiritual maintenance. Okay, now like we said when we read the etymology of the word maintenance, it goes back into deportment, upkeep, protection. Okay, so how do you protect your spirit? Okay, you got to read, man. You got to study. You got to fast. You got to watch these videos. You got to make sure you get into camp on time. When you at camp, be active at camp. Okay, because if not, hey, as a matter of fact,
you know, Drain out. If I may say something, you know, these scriptures you could think of is like our Gatorade. Because you know we in the world, we just vexed, we getting tired. You know, but when you read, it's like it giving you back that energy that you need.
Yep.
You know, is that how this spiritual hydration?
Yep. That's how you get spiritually rejuvenated, man. Because you get low, man. You get depressed. Sometimes it feel like you're gonna burn out. That's a good point, man. As a matter of fact, hold where you at. Get your apocrypha and get Sirach 8, 10, and 18. All right. And then after that, I'm gonna get the precept from the brother Kasat Magun, man. Okay. That's a beautiful precept. But get that Sirach 10 and 18.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 18. Pride was not made for men.
No, let me see. Try 18 and 10. Yeah, so like you try 18 and 10. Up in Ecclesiastes.
This is Sirach chapter 18, verse 10. As a drop of water into the sea.
So like it. No, I should be. I don't know if you was at 10 and 18. Yeah, I thought that was it, but As a matter of fact, just go back to Timothy where you was at, and I'll see if I can pull it up. All right.
And then off it, I'll start back at the top at 15. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 15. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all.
Right, that thy profiting may appear unto them all, man. Okay, so if you working out in the gym, okay, and you pumping, hella weight, hella iron, you can do 10 reps of 250. All right, everybody can see you doing it, but behind the scenes you eat Snickers and ice cream.
Right.
All right, behind the scenes you binge drinking liquor and beers. All right, but then when you go to the gym, you're just showing everybody that I can still lift this. Yeah, you're not profiting.
Right.
You're not showing no gain, man. Okay, and that's the same thing. The scriptures say you have to give yourself wholly, that thy profiting may appear unto all. Because how is your profiting going to appear unto all? You're going to grow. You're going to come up on the level, and brothers going to see it. All right, and most importantly, as you continue to do these things, you could possibly receive salvation. Okay, continue, bro.
It says, take heed unto thyself and to the doctrine. Continue in them.
Yeah, take heed unto thyself first and foremost. Like the scriptures tell you what in 13:5, examine thyself whether thou be in the faith. All right, so you got to take heed to yourself, man. All right, if you know that my upper body is strong, man. I got a strong upper body, but man, I got my lower body is weak, man. That means you got to put more focus in on your lower body. Okay, so if you strong in herbs and medicines and prophecy, but you weak in the history, hey, dive into the history, man. Okay, make sure you getting into the history. You're doing it well-rounded. Right. That's right. Being well-rounded, like the brother just said, man. Okay. Even if you feel like, man, I don't pray as much. All right, hey, Kabah, Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, even if you feel like, I don't pray as much. Okay. You need to get in the spirit of praying more. Pray to the Lord to put the spirit on you to pray more. These are things that's necessary to spiritual enduring, man. Spiritually enduring this race. Because you have to have a balance, like the brother Karat, as I said earlier. Okay, if you always just headstrong on cussing out the white man, cussing out the black woman, and talking shit to niggas, but then you ain't really being brotherly. You ain't doing the necessary things to make sure that you building yourself up. You're gonna become unbalanced.
And the spirit is gonna come down on you, man, because it's only so long that you're gonna be able to wiggle your way through there, man.
Yeah, it's only gonna be but so long you're gonna be able to, slide through. All right. So maintain your spirit, man. This is an individual walk. Okay. Yeah, we carrying out the work as a collective body. Okay. We carrying out the work as a collective body, but this is still an individual task. Okay, like the scriptures tell you that in 1 Corinthians 12. Now, real quick, hold where you at. I'm gonna get with the brother Kashat Magun. All right, GMS Custos. All right, Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and that thy thoughts shall be established. Okay, so you gotta work, man. Okay, if you working out and you really want to see gains, man, you just not gonna binge in push-ups.
Right.
You're gonna do push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups. Okay, legs. You're gonna work on your body, your biceps, your triceps, your forearms, your chest, your abdomen. Okay, your back, your glutes, your thighs, your shin, your calf muscles. All right, you're gonna try to work out every part of the body, and that's the same thing in the spirit. All right, there's different spiritual exercises that you must do. Certain demons, you can only get certain demons off you by fasting. But if you don't fast, you ain't gonna get that demon off you.
I may say, or else you're gonna be unbalanced. Because you ever see those guys who work out, they big up top, but and then you see their legs, they skinny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Then the man looking at them, they could peep it out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're like, man, this man ain't doing no leg work.
Yeah, man. You can clear.
Yeah,
up top, he looked like Kimbo Slice, and at the bottom he looked like a goddamn anorexic Edomite.
Yeah.
You know, the brother Abba Baja, GMS, I Hate My Life, says you got to exercise all your spiritual senses.
Yeah.
That's right, bro. You got to exercise all your spiritual senses, man. Okay? You got to not only, you know, you got to become strong in prophecy, but become strong in the history. All right? Exhort, man. Sometimes you got to exhort brothers. You can't just have you know, one brother that's in the camp that just admonishing and reproving everybody. They got to be something that you always you know involved with, man. For lack of better words, man. You got to have a balance, man. You got to know how to go into history, but at the same time, okay, you got to also know how to bring yourself down to a younger brother's level in order to reach him. Like Paul said, what? I became all things to win all men. That's spiritual balance, man. That's spiritual maintenance. Okay, so hey, sometimes, man, you know, we could all go and point fingers and say, boom, 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 this, bro, this, that, this, and that. Okay, but sometimes, majority of the time, you got to look in the mirror.
Examine yourself first.
Examine yourself first, like the brother Karatazar just said. See where you need help at. See where you got to do better at. Okay. Sometimes ask a brother, hey, what you think I need help on, man? What you think I need work at, man? Okay, because the times is short, man. It's, you know, hey, man, we got to make sure we covered on all ends, man. Hey, I'm gonna read some more of the comments. Brothers is dropping a lot of comments. Hey, hell yeah. The brother GMS, I Hate My Life. He said, being imbalanced can bring about injuries on the physical side. And that's the same thing in the spirit. When you become imbalanced, man. Here it is. You can, you know, you able to give out reproof, but you can't take it. You see, that's imbalance. That's imbalance, man. Okay, this is not a playground, man. All right, this thing that we involved with is not a playground, man. This is serious business. Okay, so when you on the battlefield, man, you got to make sure that, you know, I'm sharp on this end. I got my post. I'm holding my post down. All right, I'm watching over the brothers over here. Okay, checking on the brothers over here. You got to have that balance, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some more scriptures on deck, but brothers is dropping a lot of precepts on the comment board. But this is the brother Kasab GMS. It says, this is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4. He becometh poor that dealeth with the slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. Okay, and rich in what? Rich in spirit. Like the scriptures tell you in Sirach, I think it's Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Salaki, it says, whatsoever thy hand findest to do it with all thy might, man.
Right.
All right. Because if you do it with all your might, you're gonna do what? You're gonna reap the benefits of your labors, man.
Right.
That's maintenance.
Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta start off by doing the work, or else you ain't gonna see nothing out of it, man. You know.
That's right. Now finish up that and go to Titus 3 and 14. We're gonna get some more precepts, man.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16 says, take heed unto thyself.
Go ahead. Unto thyself. Go ahead.
And into the doctrine.
Yeah, so that meaning what? You got to always be watching the apostles and the elders, man. All right? Seeing, you know, if a new revelation came out, you know, understanding, you know, what's the breakdowns and things of that nature. Okay, go ahead.
Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
That's right. Continue in these things, because in doing them, you're gonna save thyself and also them that's around you, man. All right, because you may have a brother that's in the faith that really and sincerely looks up to you, man. Okay, and he really, you know, likes that spirit that you got, and he want to learn from you, man. Okay, he want to understand, you know, exactly, you know, so like mess the camera up. Okay. You may have a brother that's looking up to you, and he, you know, looking up to you for guidance, and, you know, guide you the proper way. You got to make sure that you on point before you can lead anybody else, man. Okay. You got to make sure, we have to make sure that ourselves is on point, man. All screws is tightened, no loose screws. Okay. And if there is some loose screws, figure out where they at and tighten them up.
Right.
Okay? Because if we do make up that number of being a part of the 144,000, that's 144,000 men that's going to rule the whole world.
Right.
So before you can rule a whole world, you have to know how to rule yourself.
Yeah, you have to be grounded yourself first.
Yep.
You can't teach somebody and you still have work that needs to be done on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and you know, you can get to a level, you know, but you know, you still gotta continue to work and make yourself, like the scripture say, be ye perfect, as the Father in heaven is perfect. All right, so from there, go to Titus 3:14. Baba Kusha. And I see brothers got some precepts up here, man. I need the brothers' precepts, but you know, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna get this one real quick from ATL Mahar. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So you got to be balanced on all sides of the spectrum. Okay, making sure you praying how you should be praying, fasting how you fasting, reading how you should be reading, exhorting, watching your videos, meditating. You got to have a balance in all of that, man.
Right.
And if you examine yourself, you will see where you lacking, man. Okay, you will see exactly where you lacking. Okay, and you pray and ask the Most High to give you that balance. Yeah, all right, so that's a beautiful precept. So go to Titus 3:14.
This is Titus chapter 3, verse 14. And let ours also learn to maintain good works.
Maintain good works. Like the script, like when we just read in the etymology. Okay, it means what? Yeah, it's some more. We'll reread it again. The etymology of the word maintenance. Okay, upkeep, protection. Okay, so you want to protect good works. You want to maintain it, man. Okay, not just do it for a season. You want to make sure that this is a task that's primary task. Okay, that has to be done in order to get this word out the right way. Okay, because you ain't gonna the Most High ain't dealing with the half step.
Right, this is a race of endurance, man. It's not a sprint. You know, you gotta keep building, keep going. Yeah. You know, you can't get tired in this thing, man. Yeah.
You know, and you get to points where it get low. Okay. You get low and you might, you know, the demons just start messing with you and stuff like that. But if you doing the necessary things, you know what to do in them situations. You know to pray. You know to meditate. Some men just go off impulse, man. Can't go off impulse, man. That's not what the truth tells us to do. We got to always go back to the words, okay? Because impulse will lead you into some bad situations, okay? You got to understand what you're involved with. We're not involved. We're not in the Boy Scouts, okay? We're not, you know, alpha, you know, these different fraternity Q dogs and shit, man. Well, you got, you know, you could do, you know, you can do what you want to do, man. Yeah. We have to apply the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and it takes spiritual maintenance, spiritual examination. Okay? Continue, bro.
It says, also learn to maintain good works for necessary uses.
For necessary uses. Okay? The things that the scriptures write about and tells us is what? They're necessary, man. It's for your longevity, okay, to do these things, okay? Now, we could get into the finger, you know, because that's what Jake like to do. Jake loves to point fingers. Okay. You got all these guys that might have got rebuked or got on that was in GMS, or they told them, you know, you wasn't doing this or you wasn't doing that right. And they got all, you know, put in soft, and now they just point fingers now. We could get into a finger point match all we want to. But how about you take some time out to look where you need to work at, man?
That rebuke is constructive criticism, man. You got to take the good out of it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, I need to do this. I need to do this more, you know? Right. You can't offer rebuke, man. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, it's a part of our culture. The scriptures speak about you rebuke a wise man and he will love thee. Rebuke a scorner, he will hate thee. You know, like the brother said, it's a good thing. It's a beautiful part of our heritage, bro. And you got some guys, man, they don't want to get rebuked by the next brother that's in the fight with him. We on the battlefield together. Why wouldn't you want a man that's on the battlefield with you to tell you where you're going off at? It could possibly save your life. But you rather get rebuked by Esau. And I'm going to tell you how Esau going to rebuke you. He going to put a bullet in your scalp.
Yeah.
That's what Esau going to do. Yeah. Esau going to cock back that M16 and put a hot one in your noodle. That's how he going to rebuke you. And that's what's going to end up happening because you don't want to examine yourself, man.
Right.
Okay. Now,
that's that pride.
Yeah, that's that pride. Now finish that off.
It says, also learn to maintain good works for necessary uses, that they be not unfruitful.
Yeah, so you don't want to become unfruitful. All right? You don't want to become unfruitful in this thing, man. All right? You don't want to get to a point where you feel like you're not producing as much as you should be producing. All right? You stuck, you shiftless. Like the Apostle Tahar always makes mention of that. All right? You got certain men that become shiftless, man. You can't go, you don't know how to go to the next level. All right? You got to, in this thing, man, you got to do the necessary things that's required of you to make it to the next level. So check your spirit out, man. Examine yourself. Look at yourself, man. All right? Hey, you if you think you're going to come in, and I'm just speaking in general terms, nobody in particular. If you think you're going to come into this truth and not get got on or not get critically analyzed, you got another thing coming. Yeah. If you think you're going to come in this truth blameless and not getting got on and just think that you got a clean slate, you got another thing coming. We got demons on us that we don't even know is on us, man.
We got years of demons.
We got years of demons, man. Decades, some brothers, man. All right. So don't come in this thing thinking that you're gonna, how should I been dealing with me when I was 6 years old, and I remember back when I was a child and I heard this and I got this revelation and I had this dream. Listen, that's not what's happening here, man. Okay. This thing that we're involved with is a different thing. Okay, it's not gonna happen like that. All right. I'm gonna see who brothers got more precept. The brother GMS Judah was comforted. He said, "Khan, and the lows make the highs that much sweeter." Yeah, because when you go through your lows and you come out and you able to stand up, that's just like if you in the military and you climbing through a muddy pit with barbed wires over you. You trying to climb under in the mud up under the barbed wires, and it may be rigorous, man. But by the time you complete that course and you stand up, it's a relief, man. Yeah, it's a relief. Okay, so hey, this thing, man. Check yourselves. I can't stress that point enough. Check yourself. More than you looking at another brother, look at yourself, man. See where you need work at. See where you need some screws tightened at. See where you need some oil, some lubricant. See where you need, some more stubble to increase that fire, man. Don't let your fire dwindle. All right. Don't let this thing dwindle on you, man. All right. Now from Titus 3, what was that? 3 and 4 to go to 3 and 8. This is a good point in 3 and 8.
This is Titus chapter 3, verse 8. This is a faithful saying.
Go ahead.
And these things I will that thou affirm constantly.
Yeah. He meaning affirm, meaning make hard constantly. Go ahead.
That they which have believed in the Most High might be careful to maintain good works.
See, maintain good works, maintenance, upkeep. Meaning you don't just do good works for a season and then you slack off. All right. Yeah. There's been plenty of people that's worked out and labored in the gym and slacked the fuck off, man, and became fat and became back out of shape. Yeah. Just because you're doing it now, don't mean that you're gonna be doing it years from now, man. So you maintain it, and you maintain it spiritually, okay? Not we just making carnal analogies, but spiritually. Just because you prayed 3 years ago heavily, and then you don't slack up. Pray. Be fervent in spirit. All right. Continue to pray. Continue to fast. Continue to be active at camp. Continue to exhort. Continue to rebuke. Like the brother. Yeah. Continue to be charitable. All right. Continue to read. Continue to meditate. Do these things until we get out of here. Don't slack. Don't slip. The Lord is not dealing with slackness,
That's
man.
Those knuckle draggers.
That's those knuckle draggers. Like the scripture say, the Lord said what? He's not slack concerning his promise. The Lord ain't slacking. Thousands of years ago to the head apostles and disciples, he didn't give prophecies to them and then years later forget those prophecies. He didn't. No, he's going to fulfill those prophecies, man. All right. Those prophecies are going to come to pass. So we got to do what we got to do was laid out on our tape. Continue out.
It says,
right there, these
things are good and profitable unto men.
Good works are profitable unto men. Okay, they're profitable. All right. We're not in a competition. Okay, we're not in a competition with each other. I'm not in a competition with this brother. I'm not in a competition with the brothers in my camp. I'm not in a competition with the apostles and the elders or anybody else, man. The apostle Gabar always reiterates this point. You, your worst enemy. All right. We are our own worst enemy because we're battling inner demons that no other brother can relate to.
Right.
These are demons that's attacking us mentally that no other brother is in your head but you. So you got to attack that spirit that you battling with. If you feel like you slothful, attack that demon. Pray and ask Yahweh Shema to take that spirit of sloth off of me. All right. If you feel like, you getting weak, pray and ask Yahweh Shema to give you the spirit of endurance. But if you don't examine yourself, you don't maintain your spirit to see where you need correction at, you're going to go off the deep end. All right. And you're probably not going to be able to come back, man. All right. So go to Ecclesiastes in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 10 and 18. Ecclesiastes 10 and 18. I would say 187 on your bitch ass. Yeah, those personal demons, like the brother Tamir. All right, them personal demons, man. All right, we got to get out of it, brothers. And the elect gonna do what they got to do, man.
Yeah.
All right, but I tell you what. See, America has taught you to always look at the brother next to you and question him. All right, and hate him and just have an initial hatred for him. All right, America don't teach you to examine yourself. America don't teach you to check yourself. All right, America tells you to be who you want to be.
Have pride in yourself.
Have pride, self-pride.
Yeah.
All right, it tell you that you the shit and the person next to you ain't shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no. Guess how the scriptures tell you to look. The scriptures tell you to look at yourself first.
God.
All right. Analyze yourself. You take the low first. Okay. Read what you got, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18.
Nah, 10.
Chapter 10?
Yeah, chapter 10, verse 18. Ecclesiastes 10 and 18. Yeah, like the brother Kasab, lose the pride. Hey, scripture say in Sirach 10 and 18, it say pride was not made for men. All right. Hey, if you feel like you got a pride demon on you, you better pray and ask the Most High to take it off you.
Or else you're gonna die.
Or else, because the scripture, that's right. Because the scripture say what? Pride go before destruction. Yeah. So and that demon comes. Don't think it don't come, brothers. It comes, man. All right. That pride demon comes, man. It's come at me sometimes. I'm like, yo, I'm being too fucking proud, man. You got to pray and ask the Most High and make you more humble, man. Give you that contrite spirit, man. All right. Now read what you got, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18. By much slothfulness, the building decayed.
Right. Now, when you go into building, all right, now the Hebrew word for house is bayath. Yeah. That's where you get body from. All right. So through much idleness, it will cause your spirit to decay as well. All right. It will cause you to rot because you're not praying, you're not fasting, you're not being brotherly, you're not being charitable, you're not meditating, you're not laboring, you're not doing videos, you're not reading, studying, doing all the necessary things that it takes to make yourself better. You want to just cuss white people out.
Yeah, you spiritually dehydrated.
That's right.
Hydrated.
Yeah, you spiritually dehydrated. All you want to do is cuss out the black woman because a bitch fucked you over and back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you want. You want to cuss out, you know, you want to go hard on the black woman because a bitch cheated on you in the world. So that's your drive in the truth. Is nigga women. Or you want to cuss out the white man because a so-called white man put your father in jail. These things should not motivate you, and that's not what should be your primary motivation in the truth. All right? In this truth, you should be motivated, of course, to push the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai first. And second of all, to make yourself a better Israelite. Don't come in the truth and become a worse Israelite. Because some guys come in this truth and they become worse. Man. The Most High gonna judge you cats, man. You guys that came into this faith and they came into this truth and you took it, all right, and you corrupted it, man. All right. All you guys, man, that came into this faith that's done so, man, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna bring judgment on you, man. All right. Continue reading, bro. Read it from the top.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18. By much slothfulness, the building decayeth.
Go ahead.
And through idleness of the hands, the house droppeth through.
That's right. And through idleness of the hands, the house droppeth through. So if you don't take care of yourself, man, if you don't take care of your spirit, all right, if you don't do the necessary things, all right, in order to endure in this faith, okay, you're gonna fall through, man. Yeah. You're gonna fall out. And I'm gonna be honest, I pray Yahweh Shema Shai never puts that spirit on me. Okay. But I've seen men fall out of this thing. Plenty men. And I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers that's on the comment board also have seen a lot of men fall out of this thing, man. All right. Now, you know, this is the brother GMS. Judah was comforted. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall. Yeah. So if you want to sit up there and act like I'm just a perfect Israelite and I don't got no flaws and I was always a good student, man, you're gonna have a whole nother thing coming for you, man.
Right.
All right. The Lord, man, when you read the scriptures, man, we all went off, man. All right. We all need help. We all need reproof. We all need chastisement from Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. If you're not willing to take it, all right. If you're not willing to take the back seat, all right, then the Most High gonna come down on you, man. You ain't done the things that Yahweh Shai done. None of us have, man. Mm-hmm. We just trying to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. So don't sit up here and act like and walk around America as if you Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Check yourself out, man. Examine yourself. A lot of times, man, some brothers shouldn't even be having to tell certain men some things, man. So certain shit, after you've been around for X amount of time, some things, man, brothers shouldn't even have to tell you. You should know. You should be looking at yourself. All right. This is GMS Custos, Philippians 1 and 19 and 20. For I know that this shall turn to my salvation through your prayer and the supply of the spirit of Yahweh Shai. So if you do the necessary things that's required of you in this truth, it's not like the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai didn't give us the blueprint on what to do. He told us exactly what to do to achieve salvation. Give attendance to reading, exhortation, doctrine, meditate, give thyself holy. All right, go to camp. All right, pray, fast, read, be brotherly, be charitable. Things the Lord told us to do, and Jake don't do it, but they always want to point the finger.
God.
You, but what about you?
They never want to self-examine themselves first.
That's right.
It's always somebody else's fault.
That's right. None of us gonna have a platform when the time of judgment come to go before Yahweh Shema Shai and say he did it. God. But what about what he did to me, man? The Most High gonna curse your ass out.
You ain't gonna be able to have no excuse, man. That's
right. Hey, Salaki, brother. Hey, brothers got a lot of precepts going on in the comment board, man. I'm trying to get to them. But we're gonna get ready to close it out here in a minute. All right. This is brother Tamir Delian. It says, for you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of the Most High, you may receive what is promised.
Yeah.
All right. So if you, let's say you on Ninja, if brothers ever seen the show Ninja Warrior, you got to do upper body obstacle courses. Some courses gonna require more torso work, more leg work, more back work. You got different courses that's going to require certain access of a particular muscle. So if you ain't been working out and you ain't been maintaining your spirit, you're going to get to a certain course where you're going to drop, man.
You're going to burn yourself out.
You're going to burn out, you know. But through that spirit of endurance and praying to Yahweh Shema Shai to give you the spirits of endurance, all right? Just because you pray for endurance, that don't mean that the Lord going to hold your hand and walk with you through this truth. No, he gonna take you through stuff. He gonna put this, he gonna put the spirit on you to read long hours, stay up late at night, miss sleep, have fucked up dreams. All right, yeah, crazy ass dreams. And those dreams have you, examining yourself like, damn, man, what the fuck I need to do? I gotta do something. Man. I need to read more. That's maybe the Most High. These are different things that the Most High does to chastise you in the spirit, man. Okay.
I'm bringing out the Acts.
Yeah, Acts 20 and 28, beautiful scripture.
This is Acts chapter 20, verse 28. It says, "Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Spirit hath made you overseers."
Go ahead.
To feed the church of the Most High.
Right. That's what it's about, to feed the church of the Most High. So, but initially it said what? Take heed unto yourselves. All right,
that was first. Take heed to yourselves first.
That's right. Meaning, examine yourself. All right, and examine what's going on within your church as well. If you're in a position of leadership, examine what's going on in your church, and most importantly, man, check yourself out, man. If I work at, let's say I work at fucking Walmart, and it's a Home Depot right next to me. If I work at Walmart, I'm going to do maintenance on Walmart. I'm not going to be looking at Home Depot. Look at their parking lot.
Okay.
Look at their carts and shit. The whole while you looking at their shit, your company going to shit.
Yeah. It should.
Okay. So to keep our own spirit singing. All right. And like I said, this is pretty much a general topic. Because I'm when we speak to ourselves too. All right. Go ahead, bro.
It says to feed the church of the Most High, which he hath purchased with his own blood.
That's right. To feed the church of the Lord, which he hath purchased with his own blood. Go ahead.
For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you.
Now that's the point. That's the point right there, man. Take heed. All right. Check yourself out. Do some maintenance, man. Do some upkeep. All right. Protection. All right. Because through maintenance, all right, the building, you see a building that it stands, it lasts longer, man. Okay. Through maintenance.
They don't, after they built that building, they don't just, all right, we done with that one. They come back and they check up on that building, man. They check to see all the pipes, okay?
Yep.
They just don't build the building, then just on to the next one, man.
Yeah, you gotta have your upkeep. Your electrical wiring on point. All the things that's necessary in order for the building to sustain itself, man. All right, and have longevity. All right. So if you want endurance, if you want to endure in this truth, all right, examine yourself. All right, and perform spiritual maintenance. Okay, I'm gonna get this last scripture that Brother Wig 11:23 put up, and I'm gonna close it out. He says, "For who the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son who he receiveth." Hey, I'm gonna hit you with something on that too. And sometimes the Most High cuss you out in your own head. Yahweh Shema Shai, you'll start looking at yourself like, man, I fucked up, man. Damn, I'm a piece of shit, man. I didn't do the right thing, man. That be the spirit of the Lord getting on you in your own head without even another brother telling you what's up, man. All right. So yeah, man, brothers are putting up some beautiful precepts. So like if I couldn't get to you. But Hey, man, you know, we just wanted to touch on that. We just wanted to touch on spiritual maintenance, because if you ain't checking yourself, man, if you ain't doing the right thing, okay, for yourself, all right, each and every one of us that's on the comment board, that's in these camps, we took it down, and we came down to the camp on our own term, man. Nobody put a gun to none of our head and said, join Great Millstone. We all took it upon ourselves to come down to these particular camps. So now that we involved in these camps, we got to do the necessary things that the scriptures tell us to do. You're not going to be able to come in and wing it, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai will remove you.
Yeah.
So you got to examine yourself. All right. You got to read. You got to pray. You got to fast. You got to be brotherly. You got to be charitable. You got to meditate. You got to fast. You got to pray. You got to do all the things that the Lord tells you in order to endure. Okay? In order to endure, man. All right. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and stop the stream. You know, hopefully you brothers was edified, man. You know, just something we wanted to go into. But, you know, we want to go ahead and say, you know, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Once again, double honors unto the elders at Great Millstone. I also want to say honors, peace, and salutation to the elect laboring around the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom, Mike.